Pollination by wind. The process of pollination performed by wind is also called as anemophily. Here we have some example of the plant who follows the process of anemophily: wheat, rice, corn, rye, barley, oat, and palms. Adaptations in anemophilous flower. The plant who follows the process of anemophily shows certain adaptation or modification are as: first, the flowers are small, those are inconspicuous, means are not detectable from far distance. In the case of entamophily, you can observe the flower are conspicuous, that means are detectable from far distance. As the size of flower is small over here in anemophily, those are inconspicuous, those are colorless. The flowers are without nectar and without fragrance, as the agent who is going to carry the pollen grain is non-living. So there is no need to have any kind of attractive nature like color, like fragrance, nectar. So the flowers are without color, without nectar and a fragrance. The pollen grains are light in weight. Why light in weight? Because they have to carry from anther towards the stigma with the help of a wind. So their size should be small and they should be light in their weight. The surface of pollen grain, that means exine of a pollen grain, it is smooth, and the nature, those are dry in their nature. Pollen grains are produced in a large number. Why are produced in a large number? Because to increase the chance of a pollination, and during the transfer of pollen grain there is a more chance of wastage of pollen grain during their transfer from anther towards the stigma. Now you can observe the number of a pollen grain, it is very high in the case of a entamophily. Then stigma of pollen grain, it is feathery. This feathery stigma is helpful to trap. The pollen grains are carried with the help of wind current. The stamen are exerted with long filaments and they have versatile anther. Versatile anther, what is the nature of versatile anther? Due to the versatile anther, it is possible to have or to disperse the pollen grain from the anther with small blow of wind also. With the help of small blow of wind also, it is possible to disperse the pollen grain from anther towards the stigma. Then so the filament are long and anther nature shows versatile in its nature. Then stamens and stigma are exposed to the air current. Due to the exposure of stamens and stigma to the air current, it is easy for the transfer of a pollen grain from anther towards the stigma. One more thing, in this case, the anther or male flower is present towards the top of a plant and female flower is present towards the base of a plant. Here some examples are given about the aquatic plant who perform or who are going to carry out their pollination with the help of a wind. Examples are given as Potamogeton and Halogaris. Here the diagram is given. With the help of that diagram, we can have a detailed account about the anemophilous flower and a plant. This one is a male inflorescence. Male inflorescence is present towards the top of a plant. This one is a female inflorescence present towards the base or towards the lower side of the plant. It achieves a process of cross pollination. So from the anther of one plant flower towards the stigma of another plant flower, but here the same one is given. So from the neighboring plant, the pollen grains are carried towards the stigma. It shows an either feathery in its nature or it shows an a silk like nature. Then here you can observe the anther of a flower, it is that shows versatile nature, and this versatile nature of an anther is helpful for easy dispersal of the pollen grain from anther towards the stigma. Number of pollen grains are more. Those are light in weight. Those are dry in their nature and are produced towards the top and are carried with the help of a wind towards the female flower, where are trapped with the help of a feathery or silky stigma. This is about the pollination with the help of a wind. The next type, pollination by water. If we observe the second type of abiotic agencies of pollination, then it is hydrophyly. The process of pollination is carried by whom? Water. So called as a hydrophyly. About 30 different genera of aquatic monocots are observed who follow the process of a hydrophyly. Examples are given as Vallisneria, Zostera and Ceratophyllum. Adaptations into the plant who follows the process of hydrophyly. So the flower shows certain modification. Which are those? First, flowers are small and are inconspicuous. Those are small and are inconspicuous. Perianth and other floral parts are unwettable because the flower is present inside the water and the part of a flower should not get damaged as are came in the contact of water for prolonged time. So to avoid that thing, the floral parts are unwettable. Then pollen grains are long and are unwettable due to the presence of mucilage cover on their surface. Then you can observe the nectar and fragrance are lacking into the flower. The flower, they do not show the nectar, they do not show the fragrance. So this is about the modification shown by the hydrophilous plant flower. Instead of that, some modifications are also observed about the pollen grains. The specific gravity of pollen grains are determined by the starch grains present into those pollen grains. As per the number of starch grains present inside the pollen grain, their specific gravity is determined. So if the specific gravity of pollen grain is less than the water, they float on the surface of water. If it is equal to water, they submerged into the water. If is more than the water, they start to settle down at the bottom of a water. So this is about specific gravity of the pollen grains. Then types of hydrophyly. The hydrophyly shows two different types as hypohydrophyly, the process of pollination which is performed below the surface of water is called as a hypohydrophyly, and epihydrophyly, the process of a pollination which is performed on the surface of a water. First, hypohydrophyly. Here the pollen grains are heavier than the water. As the pollen grains are heavier than water, automatically they start to sink down into the water and are caught by the stigmas of female flower below the water surface. That means specific gravity of pollen grain is more than water. Example is given in the form of a Zostera. This is also called as a seagrass. The pollen grains are long, those are ribbon-like and are without exine. The process of pollination takes place below the water. Here you can observe the pollen grains. Those are large in their weight. That means are more in their weight. They have a more specific gravity. This one is on a male flower. This one is on a female flower. From the male flower, pollen grains are dispersed into the water. As specific gravity of pollen grain is more than the water, they are present below the surface and are carried from male flower towards the female flower with the help of water current. This is about hypohydrophyly, and in the case of hypohydrophyly,